Gold, silver, leather and bone colour all highlighted, and I've done some work on the bases. Time for a Wulfen update. Ow! Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, we press on with painting this Wulfen unit ready for the game with Aceface coming up shortly. So I'm pressed for time. I've made fantastic progress, really happy with it. Loads more work to do, but they're really coming on nicely now. And as you can see, I've also started work on the bases. Let's have a quick look at those. Right, so yeah, the bases, they're not finished yet. I've been painting them in my urban rubble design. I've still got the weathering to do on them and obviously go around the rims, painting them black, etc. But I've been using the bases as a stopgap between doing the hard work on the actual models. So if I still want to paint something, but not to be quite as intense as some of the painting I have been doing, I've been doing the bases in between. It also means when the wolves are actually finished, I don't have to worry about the bases. They will be done. I can just mount them on the bases. So that's why I've been doing the bases sort of in between the models. So let's have a look now at the models. Okay, so first of all we've got the pack leader, and as I said, I've highlighted the gold. I've also highlighted the silver. 3 highlights on the gold, 2 highlights on the silver. I've then done all the bones, 3 highlights on the bone colour, and I've also done the leather. That was 2 highlights on the leather. Yeah, I think they're really starting to take shape now. So I spin them around, just have a look at that sort of skull thing on his claw, looking pretty cool. The next stage will be to paint the pink, so I'm going to go in and do the pink, and then I will do the grey armour. I've got a little bit of extra detail to do before I do the grey armour. Just show you his backpack. So that is how that's looking, pretty cool. So that's that guy. So this is the guy with the axe, and the extra detailing that I've got to do, there's a few little pipes and stuff coming out of their armour, which I'm going to paint black and just highlight those up. And then there's one leg that I've got sort of like a chaos hair. I've got to paint that up. So I'll do all those little fine details before I go in and do the actual grey armour. And the grey armour is going to be, what I tend to do is a combination of glazing and wet blending. And that's going to take quite some time to do, so it's one of the biggest tasks for me, looking at the future of what I've got to paint. Yeah, looking really cool. So that's that guy. Right, so that's the next one, and that's the little hair thing that I was talking about on his leg just there. Also noticed on the leather grip of this axe, on the front section here, the detailing isn't very good, so I painted it the best I could. I'm probably going to use some weathering just to hide the detailing of that grip. Spinning it around, that's the shield, looking really cool, loving that. I've still got to do the moon on the shoulder pad, and of course the rest of the shoulder pads will be free-handed, and I'll do that towards the end of the paint job along with the power weapon effects. But yeah, that's that guy. Right, that's the second guy with the hammer and shield. This one's got quite a bit of leather on, so that did take some time just to blend in the leather highlights, but well worth the effort. I think looking pretty cool. Looking forward to painting his pink shoulder pad. I think it adds a lot of depth having some Empress Children armour on these, and obviously it's very fluffy. The shield there, looking pretty cool. Still not quite sure how I'm going to highlight that shield in terms of the grey. It's going to be quite interesting working out how to do that. But yeah, the gold's looking really nice on that shield. And just move it, hopefully you can see that a bit better. There you go. So that's that guy. And the last guy, this one had quite a lot of work to be done on him, quite a lot of gold, silver and bone colour. The leather not so much, so it wasn't too bad. Just spin him around so you can see him. It's got this little pouch for a gun. Obviously these guys don't have guns, so that is missing. And as you can probably see at the top there, the skull. So let's have a quick chat about that. So I started off painting it just like an actual skull. And I did mention I might add some skin to it. Now when I finished painting it as a skull and had the unit together, it stuck out like a sore thumb, literally. It just looked ridiculous. So I decided to add not so much skin, but I decided to make the skull look like it had like rotten, burnt flesh on there. I basically painted it exactly the same as I painted the skulls that are hanging down of my Longfang Chaos guns. They've got like these skulls on. So I painted it the same. Those ones had like stretched out skin so you could see a bit more of the skull. This one I covered the skin sort of almost all the way over the skull. I just basically put loads of different coloured washes on there. There's purple, green, blue, brown, just to really make it look like it's like a rotten, horrible, chaosy flesh. And I think it's come out quite well, and the great thing now is when I put him in with the unit, he doesn't stand out like a sore thumb. It actually matches. Those browny colours work really well with the unit, and it doesn't look a bit silly, so that's good. I'm obviously going to add some blood effects to that skull, so I'll have like blood coming out the eyes and stuff. But yeah, it should look pretty cool when it's finished. So that is the update. So yeah, loads of work done, but as I said, loads more to do. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. Watch out for the next one. Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe, because it really helps my channel out. Press the bell button if you don't want to miss any uploads of the wonders of Warhammer 40k. And I'll see you in the next video.